on, retired New York City police detective, just coming live for a very short period of time to confirm Etika. His body was recovered last night at about 6:30 on Monday, 6:30 Eastern Time in New York City. The NYPD has tweeted, I believe. I got the confirmation text. I was in the middle of a business meeting, but I got the confirmation text a short time ago from my contact in the NYPD. I put the phone call and some feelers out this morning, so I had a couple of friends of mine looking into it to keep me updated. I did get the message, but business comes first, so I obviously couldn't go live. So unfortunately, it is confirmed he did take his own life. Very tragic, very unfortunate. My heartfelt prayers and thoughts go out to his family, his loved ones, the YouTube family and community that supported this young man. He's a very popular YouTuber. Like I said last night in my video, I really don't know much about his history, and I didn't follow or subscribe to him because I'm not a gamer, but I know that the gaming community has lost a very talented young man who was suffering from, some issues, some mental health issues. So again, I can't overemphasize the importance of us learning from this tragic event, this tragic situation. I have 1010 Winds on, so I'm going to see if they cover it. I'll let you guys hear the audio. This is like the top of the hour. Yeah, Ginger Locks, terrible, terrible situation. So thank you guys for everybody joining. But it is a very sad situation. Hi, Tani. Good to see you. Thank you. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, it's very sad. We have to try to look out for each other. We have to try to extend our extend the hand and try to reach out and help somebody that is suffering. And I know that there was a lot of different things. Hold on a second. A lot of different things that Etika did to try to get some help, but our mental health system and the system that's in place obviously isn't perfect, and it's definitely failed another person. There's no question it failed another person. But this is what we have here set up in the United States. So yeah, I mean, I don't know sensible crime. I don't know anything about that. That's not the topic that we're speaking about here. So listen, guys, let's take a moment to pause here for peace, pause here for positivity, and remember and send thoughts and positive vibes and prayers to this young man's family. I don't know if he had mother, father, sister, brother, or whatever the case may be, or I saw someone text that he had a child. If that's the case, the child is now fatherless, so it's really sad, really a sad situation. So thank you, Zelda, I appreciate that. So anybody that's suffering can reach out. We have the 1-800 suicide prevention hotline that I've posted up in my chats. I will post a description down below. I will post the phone number and the website for suicide prevention and the helpline in my description after I'm done with this live. Yeah, I didn't watch it, but this is the top of the hour. This is the recap. I want to see if they mention this in the recap. You're welcome, PG Gone.
Police are asking for your help in finding a driver who fired at a car in a road rage incident in Sheepshead Bay that was caught on video. It happened around noon on Sunday at the intersection of Avenue T and East 19th Street. The man driving a black Honda Accord with a temporary license plate got out of his car and fired several shots at a white Hyundai. A 39-year-old passenger in the Hyundai was hit in the head. He is in stable
Roque,
condition.
very sad. Very, very sad situation. Hi, Aaron. Good to see you, Aaron. Cheryl, good to see you. Thank you for joining.
577 tips. In Miller Place, Long Island, a woman was killed last night in a hit and run. 31-year-old.
I want to just see if they cover this story, guys. I want to see if they cover this story. Give me 2 seconds. Let me share the broadcast. I want to get Joey Brooklyn in here if he's available. I only have about 10 minutes or so.
Resulting in a death, and he'll appear for arraignment today in First District Court in Central Iceland. Wednesday News Time 1:24. 6-alarm fire in Patterson this morning took its toll. Several homes were destroyed, more than 40 residents displaced. A half-dozen firefighters were hurt.
These 4 homes on Summer Street wiped out by fire, 2-story structures that stand only about 2 feet apart. Close to 50 people made a run for it in the middle of the night. They've been displaced, but no. The firefighters were overcome by heat and humidity at least.
Yeah, so I mean, listen, at the end of the day, we can't go around being, live stream police. It's impossible to go around to all the live streams. Hi, Trevor. Okay, good. Thank you. It's impossible to go around playing live stream police on all the live streams where people are speaking about trying to hurt themselves. Our job and what we have to do as human beings is make a phone call or reach out to the person and try to contact them if you have if you know somebody personally that's suffering. But if it's somebody that you don't know where they live, you don't know anything about them, it's virtually impossible. Michelle, thank you for posting that. Thank you. Hi, Kelly. Glad that you caught me live. Great to see you, Kelly. So I'm just trying to listen to 1010 Wins to see if they have a live update in regards to this story, this tragic, sad story. And again, my heartfelt condolences go out to this young man's family, to all of his fans and the people who followed or subscribed to him. So my heart breaks for everybody involved. And if anybody's feeling down and out about it, please talk about it. Talk about it with your friends. Don't hold it in. Don't go and try to drown yourself with alcohol or drinks or any type of drugs or anything like that. Speak to somebody about it. Talk to your friends. And that's the best therapy sometimes, is to be able to talk to a good friend about a tragic or about a sad situation that you're dealing with. So, just keep some of the more positive, more funny memories of this young man in your memories. The suicide hotline is always there. Thank you for posting that, Aaron. But my best advice is to keep his memory alive by talking positively about him and not speaking about what he did to end his life, but speak positively about him. And you never know if his family or close friends are watching. Have respect and honor for this guy, no matter how he did what he did or how he lived his life or how he was. He is now gone, and we should give respect to his surviving family members and friends. So that's my takeaway from this, guys. Anytime a human life is cut short, whether it be by suicide or by accident or by an act of a crime, or even through old age or disease or cancer, it's sad. We all have feelings, and it is a sad situation. But at the end of the day, hi Dr. Sexy, hi Nicole Knox, Judy, thank you so much for being in here. And guys, I don't like to dwell on any negative, so in the previous chat, and sometimes you get a lot of negative comments, just ignore them and don't even give them the time of day. I'm not saying that there's any on this live stream, but always I like to show zero attention to the people who are seeking attention. I'm outside of my office right now. I'm going to go out and get some lunch. So I have about a good 2 hours where I can kill some time. So I'm going to talk to you guys for about 10 minutes here. this YouTube sensation, Etika, has been confirmed by the New York City Police Department. That means the medical examiner did their job, and I know that through experience. I said it last night that it would be sometime today. If you look at my previous video, I explained to you. Katina, welcome in. Spicy Lady, thank you for joining. If I look at my previous video from yesterday or last night, I know how this procedure goes. I've been involved in hundreds of notification for murder victims, people who have lost their lives, who live alone. You have to notify next of kin, and I know how the procedure goes because of my professional experience with the police department. So when I go live and I'm telling you about stuff, thanks for joining, Mary. When I go live and tell you about stuff, guys, it's coming from my professional experience, and I'm not just saying it to say it, because I know from doing the job for 2 decades how this goes. And I said last night, if you go and watch my previous video, I said last night that the medical examiner works 24/7. It never shuts down. There will be a medical examiner assigned to this case right immediately, and once the body is removed to the medical examiner's office, an autopsy be performed ASAP. So they did the autopsy, made notification to his immediate family, and then the NYPD put out the tweet only after they notified the family. You know, I know how that goes as well. But I did reach out to my friend within the NYPD, and he was on notifying me. I got notification about 45 minutes ago about it. I got notified about 45 minutes ago. Joey Brooklyn in the house. Good to see you, Joey. Thank you for joining. So I'm just listening for 1010 Wins to see what 1010 Wins has. Hold on.
Today, Bolton met with his Russian counterpart and Israel's national security advisor in an unprecedented trilateral meeting in Jerusalem. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu attended the opening ceremony. Meantime, President Trump is tweeting. He writes that, quote, Iran's very ignorant and insulting statement only shows that they do not understand reality. Any attack by Iran on anything American will be met with great and overwhelming force. In some areas, overwhelming will mean obliteration. Then he added, no more...
Okay, guys, I forgot to tweet it, so I just tweeted out. Hello, Gayla, Mary London, good to see you. Mind Over Matter, thank you for joining. Let me scroll back. Hello, Daphne. Kelly is here. Michelle. Who else did I miss? Cinnamon Hot, thank you for joining. Katina, I said hello to you already. Okay, I think I got everybody. Judy, the whole crew is here. Thank you guys for joining. So yeah, Gayla, good to see you. I hate to have, you know, this sad news, but listen, I promised you guys I was going to... All right, guys, I'm back. My my phone overheated, so now I'm on my Android. I'm not sure how good the Android's working, but my iPhone, I got a message, it overheated. So again, my apologies for that. I'm hoping that this stream will continue the way it is right now on my secondary device. So I'm not sure if it's still going good. You guys let me know if it's if we're still live. I greatly appreciate that. Are we still live? No? Yes? Yes? No? We're back. Okay. Okay. So it's funny because my iPhone overheated, and then I got a message that the stream was gonna shut down. So it shut down, and now I was able to continue it because of Streamlabs on my Android device. Isn't that funny? I mean, it's not actually, it's not funny. I think it's pretty cool that we were able to continue. Okay, so again, like I said, we have to keep, we have to just keep him in our thoughts and prayers, keep the family in our thoughts and prayers, and be respectful. So I'm not going to draw this live stream out for a long time. I wanted to just come live and set the record straight and let you guys know that, yes, the NYPD held back making notifications because we're not an agency that hastily puts out information just because people want to hear it. We don't just put out information just because everybody wants to hear it. Give me, I want. We have to be very sensitive and very thoughtful when it comes to the victims and the families. We can't just put out information arbitrarily unless we've notified the family. So that's the situation that goes on in regards to NYPD notifications. A lot of people have been saying things and being, kind of being frustrated with the NYPD, but we're a professional police organization. We're not going to put out information to the general public that we haven't given to the family of the deceased. So please, guys, understand that we have a job to do, and the job has to be done with dignity and respect. And that means that before we give out information to people who are wanting it, the general public, we have to first and foremost give out the information to the family, and that's how it goes, guys. That's how this goes. So, again, I had to put that up on my dashboard. So again, that's how it works with the New York City Police Department. We're not in the business of just spewing out information arbitrarily about the cases that we work on. So, again, my apologies to everybody that was upset in regards to that. Anyways, all right, guys, listen. I'm gonna end this now. If you guys have any questions or comments, put it down in the comment section. If you are not subscribed to me, subscribe to Duty Ron here on YouTube, on Periscope, on Twitter, and Instagram, all at Duty Ron. So if you're not subscribed to me there, I do have Snapchat as well. It's Duty Ron 52. If you want to subscribe to my Snapchat, you're more than welcome to subscribe there. Again, let's see. Hold on a second. I like your Android picture. I like your phone. Wait a minute. I like your Android picture better than your iPhone. Really? I want to take a look at it and see what it looks like. Let's see what it looks like. Looks pretty cool. You're welcome, Cheryl. My pleasure. My pleasure. You're welcome. So let me do something here. I was trying to show or let you guys listen to the 1010 wins article.
In 1010 wins entertainment, believe it or not, today marks 10 years since Michael Jackson died.
Let me just see. Hello from Finland. Good to see you. Cinnamon Hot Heart is laughing at me. Your brother, you are a brother in a class act. Shame on anyone who's descriptive. Joey, please. I didn't even pay attention to those jagaloons. Joey, those are jagaloons. We don't give them the time of day. Let's stop giving them any type of airtime. Don't give them any airtime.
Allegations of abusing children still dog Jackson even in death. Nobody ever knows. Let the man rest.
Emily is saying, hi, Ron, what happened? One of the YouTube
Each one is bringing back the 90s classic Scream as a 3-day miniseries. July 8th and features cameos from Mary J. Blige and Paris Jackson, Queen Latifah as an executive producer. Wins News Time 1:39. Are you interested in a job in the healthcare field? Do you know someone who wants free job training? Come to the Allied Health Career Pipeline Program at Hostos Community College in the Bronx. They will train you to become a certified nursing assistant, community health worker, health information technician, home health aide, and a patient care technician. They provide textbooks, uniforms, and metro cards. They'll also pay for
Okay,
actual license.
are we back? I think we're back. Ron, what card do you have? It looks like mine.
Information session on Wednesday, June 12th or June 26th at 6 p.m.
I'm not sure if we're back. Now I'm back on the iPhone, so I don't know if the iPhone is back. Okay, good. So I'm back on the iPhone right now. I know that I'm going to end the broadcast, and then the 1010 wins report is going to come you guys to hear it. Okay, so I'm back. Matty boy, how are you? So we're listening to 80 now instead of 10. Let's see. They usually every 10 minutes go through the whole thing. Let's see. This might be it. You're welcome, Blondie. These are stories coming up. So let's wait and let's catch this. All right, let's catch this now. Hopefully it's the top story. Let's see. Let's see if this is it. Sorry, guys, about the delay. But I want you guys to hear this, the report. quiet sideways, Jeff. Weird. That should be right, like that. Very sad. Very sad. Is it still sideways? Because I'm viewing it sideways on my iPhone, on my Android. Yeah, it is sideways. I don't know what happened. Why it did that. See what happens when I do that. I don't know why that happened. I thought so.
Police have now made an arrest in the attempted abduction of a child in Queens. This happened yesterday on Roosevelt Avenue and 59th Street in Woodside. A couple was walking with their 10-year-old son when the suspect grabbed the child by the arm and tried to pull him inside a building. The parents held on to the boy. The suspect took off. The child was not hurt. Today, a 76
Kendra turned her phone and now I'm turning mine.
was charged with unlawful imprisonment and acting in a manner injurious to a child. Wins News Time 144.
Okay. It's going to come on in a second. yes, so a famous YouTuber posted a video on Wednesday last week stating that he was suicidal, he was going to end his life. They found his personal effects Wednesday night, I think June 19th, up on the Manhattan Bridge. And then yesterday at 6:45, 6:30, they found some of his personal effects. So, very sad, very, very sad situation. All right, I know why everything was buffering. I was connected to Wi-Fi, so I just shut it off. Everything should clear up right now. Signal should get perfect right now. It was on Wi-Fi, and I was using like some outside Wi-Fi. So I don't know why it's doing that. But again, I had to switch back and forth from my phones a few times. So let me shut down Streamlabs here. I don't know. I don't know the background on what was going on with this YouTuber. He seemed to have been suffering from some mental health issues, and that he wasn't right. He wasn't right. He was down and out. And he did a video, and he talked about it while he was walking, and he said that he was going to end his life. Unfortunately, he did do that, and that's a big problem. For everybody that's left now behind, we all have, what the questions of why, I miss? You know, what could I have done? There's so many things that get left behind. You know what I mean? People say to themselves, what could I have done to prevent this? And, you know, it just leaves so many questions behind. So many people that are feeling, you know, less than ideal. You know, people say to themselves, you know, what could I have done to prevent this? So, yeah, Michelle, that's awful. That is awful. That is awful. All right, it should be the next story.
77 degrees, mostly cloudy skies, going up to 83 in Central Park. Winds use time 147. The shake of the CBP is 100. My three kids are back at a Texas facility deemed the deplorable. That's next.
Questions character turn himself down. Yikes. Well, those people, Shannon, have to live with that for the rest of their lives. You know, I don't condone bullying in any form, any shape or form. You know, I I feel that, you know, when somebody is in a bad place, it's you shouldn't be kicking them when they're down. You certainly shouldn't be kicking anybody when they're down. You know, so yeah, you know, it's best, Marsha, it's best to not say anything if you don't 100% know what it is. You know, there's so many falsehoods and so many false rumors that go on out there. So I think it's better if we just, you know, stick to the facts and stick to something that you've seen personally. If you haven't seen the comments and someone told you this one said this, it's better to not get involved in that, you know. I'm going to turn the camera and then turn it back. Maybe that fixes it. try to see if I can fix it. Acting chief over there, and now I don't think so. I don't think it yeah, it's so sad that he was so lost and that nobody could really help him out, you know. And it's not anybody's fault. Go to camera and switch to landscape. I'm in the landscape mode, and I'm using Streamlabs, so it's kind of tricky. It's kind of tricky. Something happened while I was using Streamlabs to screw it up. It was fixed when you turned it just now. Taking so much time to go to the store. Alright, so I have it turned ahead. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I just want you guys to hear the report, and then I'm going to end it. Yeah, you guys have to look at me sideways. I'm sorry. So it is, it's unfortunate that, this is a sad part of today's social media. The social media can be a really evil place if you let it. I feel that it's important that we understand, how serious this is. I didn't, Michelle, I didn't see his video.
Police now confirm that a body pulled from the East River last night is that of a missing YouTube star, 29-year-old Demand Amofa, who goes by the name Etika, disappeared last Wednesday. Some of his personal belongings were found on the Manhattan Bridge. Amofa had posted a strange video last week apologizing for, quote, leaving such a stained legacy. Wins News Time 151.
So that was the story right there. Very sad. A very short clip. I was a little disappointed in that. They didn't go into many details. Thank you, Kelly. All right, so it looks like we finally fixed it. Again, YouTube star was found yesterday by the NYPD Harbor Unit. It was a 911 call. A person saw a dead human body floating in the Hudson River, in the East River. So the 911 call came in. Harbor Launch Emergency Services, the FDNY, all the emergency service units were called on to Pier 16, which is the South Street Seaport. I immediately got notified. I think it was one of the. I think it was Joey Brooklyn actually notified me about body. I started looking into it. I wasn't going to, go live about it, but I saw that there were so many people live talking about it, and I saw a lot of things that were being reported that weren't correct. So I reached out to a friend of mine in the harbor unit. I got the information. I went live with it. I got the confirmation it was a male. They didn't know who it was. The body needed to be sent to the medical examiner's office for forensics and an autopsy. And I said yesterday in my live that within 24 hours, our medical examiners work 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, that there would be a notification, and sure enough, true to form, at around midday today, between 12 and 1 p.m. this afternoon here Eastern Time, a proper notification was made to the family, and the NYPD then was able to put out the information. We do not put out information before family and next of kin are notified. It's just, that's what we do. We're not going to just give somebody, because they're curious, information before we give the information to the family. So I didn't watch it. I don't think I will watch it, to be honest with you, Mary. So again, my heart and my heartfelt prayers and strength sending to the friends, family, loved ones of this young YouTube star. This young 29-year-old was struggling with mental health issues, and from all of the things that I've heard about him, he was a funny guy. He was, somebody who can make you laugh, and sometimes those are the people who hold in the are some of the ones that we shake our heads about and say, why did this person kill themselves? He was so fun and outgoing and... Okay, are we back? I think we're back. Ron, what car do you have? It looks like mine.
Join their information session on Wednesday, June 12th or June 26th at 6 p.m. located at 427.
I'm not sure if we're back. Now I'm back on the iPhone, so I don't know if the iPhone is back. Okay, good. So I'm back on the iPhone right now. I know that I'm going to end the broadcast, and then the 1010 Wins report's going to come on. I wanted you guys to hear it.
Otherwise, cloudy skies, 76 in Bayside, 70
okay, so I'm back.
here in Lower Manhattan.
Matty boy, how are you?
Today became the 11th state to legalize pot for recreational use.
So we're listening to 880 now instead of 1010.
It allows residents to buy up to an ounce of marijuana at a time. Out-of-state visitors can have
Wednesday from your favorite all-news station, 1010 Wins.
All news.
Let's see. They usually every 10 minutes go through the whole thing. Let's see. This might be it.
We'll give you the world.
Good afternoon. 77 degrees. It is 1:40 on this Tuesday, June 25th. I'm Susan Richard, and here's what's happening. The highly contested primary vote for Democratic candidate for Queens DA is today. The polls are open till 9 p.m. 9/11 first responders meet today with Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell.
You're welcome,
to talk
Blondie.
about permanently re-upping the Victims' Compensation Fund. Cops confirmed that the body pulled from the East River last night is that of a missing YouTube star.
Right, so these are stories coming up. So let's wait and let's catch this.
1010 Wins AccuWeather, clouds breaking for some sun, but still the chance for a thunderstorm today. The high 83.
This is John Minko. The Yankees start today with a 5-game lead atop the American League East.
All right, let's catch this now.
Stadium, the Mets are 500.
Hopefully it's the top story.
They're in Philadelphia against the Phillies.
I'm Bloomberg's Larry Kosky. The stock market remains lower, but not as low as it has been. The Dow.
Let's see if this is it.
The Nasdaq down 69.
Wins News Time 1:41. Now traffic in transit. Here's Greg Rice.
Well, the Grand Central Parkway loaded up either way over towards McGuire.
Sorry guys about the delay, but I want you guys to hear this, the report.
Eastbound Grand Central into Kew Gardens, at least that stretch of the parkway is getting better. Long Island Expressway westbound so much better. Eastbound LYE far from perfect, but still an improvement over the Grand Central Parkway. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and the tunnels. Inbound George does well to the upper and lower west side, the best way out. Cross Bronx, the worst of it. Lincoln and Holland, no more than 10 minutes overall in or out of the city. Let's go to Jersey. Route 4 eastbound side over Queen Anne Road and Teaneck. You got a 2-car wreck, 2 lanes are blocked, and we're still looking at something on Route 17 southbound side near Central.
I don't know why it's sideways, Joe.
Down wires down the right lane, knocked out coming southbound through that.
Isn't that weird?
Staten Island Expressway eastbound of Explosion over Highway Boulevard as construction continues to knock out at least 1 lane. In a jam, let me know. Call 1010 Wins traffic tip line 844-JAM-1010, 844-526-1010. I'm Greg Rice on 1010 Wins.
Wins News Time at 1:42. Democrats and Queens head to the polls today.
That should be right, like that.
For Queens DA.
Public defender Tiffany Caban campaigning in the Woodside houses where her parents grew up.
Very sad, very sad.
Low-level crime.
The criminal justice reforms that we are now all overwhelmingly recognize, we desperately need. They're the things that public defenders have always known, have always fought.
Is it still sideways? Because I'm viewing it sideways on my iPhone, on my Android.
President Melinda Katz, who questions Caban's experience.
She's never run a large office. I think it's very difficult if you've never been the leader of a large institutional office to make changes.
Yeah, it is sideways. I don't know what happened. I don't know why it did that.
Died this year after 28 years in office. Roger Stern, 1010 Wins in Queens.
Other candidates are former judge and Queens Assistant DA Gregory Lacey.
Let's see what happens when I do that.
County Assistant DA Betty Lugo, former DC Deputy Attorney General Neenan Malik, and former New York Deputy AG.
I don't know why that happened.
Nieves. The winner will face off against Republican Daniel Cogan. Polls are open till 9
I thought
p.m.
so.
Police have now made an arrest in the attempted abduction of a child in Queens. This happened yesterday on Roosevelt Avenue and 59th Street in Woodside. A couple was walking with their 10-year-old son when the suspect grabbed the child by the arm and tried to pull him inside a building. The parents held on to the boy. The suspect took off. The child was not hurt. Today, a 76-year-old
Kendra turns her
man
phone and now I'm
identified as
turning
Sang
mine.
Lee was charged with unlawful imprisonment and acting in a manner injurious to a child. WINS News Time 144.
Calling all on.
Okay, it's going to come on in a second. Yes, so a famous YouTuber posted a video on Wednesday last week stating that he was suicidal, he was going to end his life. They found his personal effects Wednesday night, I think June 19th, up on the Manhattan Bridge. And then yesterday at 6:45, 6:30, they found some of his personal effects. So, very sad, very, very sad situation. All right, I know why that everything was buffering. I was connected to Wi-Fi, so I just shut it off. Everything should clear up right now. Signal should get perfect right now. It was on Wi-Fi, and I was using like some outside Wi-Fi. So I don't know why it's doing that. But again, I had to switch back and forth from my phones a few times. So let me shut down Streamlabs here. I don't know. I don't know the background on what was going on with this YouTuber. He seemed to have been suffering from some mental health issues, and that he wasn't he wasn't right. He was down and out. And he did a video and he talked about it while he was walking, and he said that he was going to end his life. Unfortunately, he did do that, and that's a big problem. For everybody that's left now behind, we all have, what the questions of why, what did I miss? What could I have done? There's so many things that get left behind. You know what I mean? People say to themselves, what could I have done to prevent this? And, it just leaves so many questions behind. So many people that are feeling, less than ideal. People say to themselves, what could I have done to prevent this? So, yeah, Michelle, that's awful. That is awful. That is awful. All right, it should be the next story.
77 degrees, mostly cloudy skies, going up to 83 in Central Park. WINS News Time at 1:47. A shakeup at CBP as 100 migrant kids are back at a Texas facility deemed deplorable. That's next.
Questions character, turn himself down. Yikes. Well, those people, Shannon, have to live with that for the rest of their lives. I don't condone bullying in any form, any shape or form. I feel that, when somebody's in a bad place, we shouldn't be kicking them when they're down. We certainly shouldn't be kicking anybody when they're down, so yeah. It's best, Marsha, it's best to not say anything if you don't 100% know what it is. There's so many falsehoods and so many false rumors that go on out there. So I think it's better if we just, stick to the facts and stick to something that you've seen personally. If you haven't seen the comments and someone told you this one said this, it's better to not get involved in that, I'm going to turn the camera and then turn it back. Maybe that fixes it.
Fallout in the scandal over the conditions under which
maybe that'll fix it.
Being held in detention by the U.S. government. John Sanders, the acting head of U.S. Customs and Border Protection, is stepping down. Correspondent Evan Perez.
Yeah, there you go. So I tried to see if I could fix it.
Security, Kevin McAleenan is now the acting chief over there, and now
I don't think so.
Moved over to lead the
I don't think it fixed it.
Homeland Security Department. John Sanders stepped up to lead the agency, and now he says that he is leaving. Now, we don't know exactly what played the role.
Yeah, it's so sad that he was so lost and that nobody could really help him out, And it's not anybody's fault. Go to camera and switch to landscape. I'm in the landscape mode, and I'm using Streamlabs, so it's kind of tricky. something happened while I was using Streamlabs to screw it up. It was fixed when you turned it just now.
To hold children. Amidst all of this, House Democrats are expected to vote today on a $4.5 billion emergency aid package, but there's reportedly pushback from some Democrats who are worried the administration might use the money to further policies they oppose. 9/11 first responders and their advocates.
I can't believe that they're taking so much time to go to this story. All right, so I have it turned ahead.
As they deal with often debilitating illnesses related to the September 11th attacks. John Field says the fund, which expires next year, is running out of money.
We have people's awards getting cut, 500, 600, 700, 800 a month, and the longer we wait, the more people suffer.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I just want you guys to hear the report, and then I'm going to end it. Yeah, you guys have to look at me sideways. I'm sorry.
To address the issue and promised to take care of the 9/11 fund. Jerry Bodlander, Washington.
WINS News Time at 1:50. Still more questions than answers in a murder case in New Jersey involving twins.
Prosecutors in Camden County are saying they never recall an incident like this where an identical
so it is you know, it's unfortunate that, you know, this is a sad part of today's social media. You know, the social media can be a really evil place if you let it. You know, I feel that it's important that we understand, you know, how serious this is. You know.
What may have led up to the violence? Neighbors telling police initially never saw the twins arguing about anything.
I didn't, Michelle. I didn't see his video.
Manslaughter face a judge later today. One shock 10-10 wins in New Jersey.
Well, police now confirm that a body pulled from the East River last night is that of a missing YouTube star. 29-year-old Demand Amofa, who goes by the name Etika, disappeared last Wednesday. Some of his personal belongings were found on the Manhattan Bridge. Amofa had posted a strange video last week apologizing for, quote, leaving such a stained legacy. WINS News Time 1:51.
So that was the story right there. Very sad. A very short clip. I was a little disappointed in that. They didn't go into many details. Thank you, Kelly. All right, so it looks like we finally fixed it. Again, YouTube star was found yesterday by the NYPD Harbor unit. It was a 911 call. A person saw a dead human body floating in the in the East River. So the 911 call came in. Harbor launch, emergency services, the FDNY, all the emergency service units. The telltale signs get masked and get hidden, and some of them are evident and right in the forefront. So again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, you know, reach out to your friends, your family. If somebody is exhibiting odd behavior and they're not acting the way they normally would, don't just brush it off and say, oh, they're having a bad day. Make yourself available to them. Don't shut them down. Don't discard them. Don't blow it off. And that's what that's my message, and that's my takeaway, and that's what I hope you guys learn from these type of situations, is that, you know, you have to do something. You can't just sit back on the side I want to say thank you to all my moderators and all the people who have put positive messages in the chat, to all the fans and all the friends who watch the replay of this YouTube gentleman, young man. My heart breaks for you. I send you peace and positive vibes. My DMs are always open to positive messages or general inquiries. If you have something negative to say, just keep it to yourself. It won't be answered, and you'll just probably be blocked. I didn't get many negative responses. Randy, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Much respect to you over in Saudi Arabia. Randy W. Horton is a guy that you guys should follow. He's a Tennessee transplant living in Saudi Arabia and working. He's a great guy. He's respectful. He's a total gentleman. And he's got a great Periscope and YouTube channel. Randy W. Horton right there in the chat. Thank you for the super chat. Much appreciated. Alright guys, so I gotta go. Love and respect from Duty Ron. I'll talk to you all soon. Hit me up in the comment section. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. Check me out on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Duty Ron. And check out my website, dutyron.com. Much love and respect to each and every one of you, and I will speak to you very soon. Thank you. You did figure it out. Thank you. Excellent, Randy. I'll talk to you soon, guys. Peace and love from Duty